Hello traders, very good morning and welcome to today's live market profile and order flow trade analysis by Tradeducation. We are at episode 186, and before I share today's analysis, I would just like to go through a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay. So let's quickly look at what happened yesterday, how the auction developed. Let's study the auction, from the market profile chart yesterday, and let's see if we are able to identify any potential auction development paths for today. Okay. So first of all, let me just quickly go through the daily chart. And from the daily chart yesterday, what I shared is I'll be expecting it to tag the 20 EMA, which it actually tagged, and then sellers came in, and now a sort of a balancing sort of a movement is formed. Second thing is it's still one time framing, so day one, day two. So let me delete this. So this is day one, this is day two, and this is day three. It is still one time framing up, indicating that this can be a sort of exhaustion bar where sellers they came in, and but overall if you see the range of the entire auction, it's pretty narrow compared to the last 2 days. Okay, so nonetheless, what the action plan for today is, again my reference will be the 20 EMA and the 200 EMA, and this is the bigger range which I'm expecting. So if you want to eat, or basically look from the positional perspective, you can sell 11,400 calls, and this 10,850 or 10,800 puts. Okay, and what I'm expecting is some sideways movement in this bigger range is what I'm expecting. If the auction tags above the 20 EMA, then you can book your because this is where 10,000 11,400 is where I'm expecting maximum sellers to again step in, and and again the auction will go down. Okay, so that is the trade from the positional perspective which I'm seeing. From intraday, let me do one thing. Let me add the data points of yesterday's auction. Okay, so what we now have here is so this is one balance. This is where the HVN is. Then we have got one more balance here, and then we have some sort of single print. So not a good balance here. So there is also a low volume area node here. So today what I'm expecting is, let me now remove all this. So today what I'm expecting is the auction, if you see, it is just finding support around the VPOP. So my references are going to be the value area high and the VPOP. If the auction opens within it, and if it tries to go higher, I'll be expecting sellers to step in. And there is also one more big balance here. So this is where again I'm expecting sellers to step in and then take the auction down. So this entire zone is the selling zone. This is where a lot of sellers are present. This entire balance is the selling zone. So I'm expecting, if the auction finds support. So right now the support is at VPOP. If the auction finds support around the value area high, then expect to continue higher with a target of the with this particular balance VPOP to be tagged. Okay, this is the first from the positional perspective is what I'm seeing. If the auction opens within the value area high and the VPOP, so if the auction opens within it, we need to see whether we are seeing any exhaustion around this particular zone or not. If we see, then that will be a good opportunity to take a short trade with your target of first VPOP and then the value area low. So this is the second auction development path which I'm seeing. Okay, so also let me see. Okay, so my VSA chart is not working, volume chart is also not working. Okay, that's fine. Let me just begin the pre-open market session. Let me just hit refresh. So it's a very flat opening, about 22 points is what the auction is opening. So now let me close this. Close this window. Okay. So now, as we have seen that, now what I'm expecting is the VPOC level to act as the level of support. There are also multiple VPOC touches, so this reference has become weaker. So what I'm expecting is some sort of sideways development. Also, second thing is this low is a weaker low, so I'm expecting it to get tagged, and then I would expect some sort of bounce back. Okay, so I'll share you why this low is weaker. So let me jump to the market profile chart. Okay. So first of all, the references which I have is the high of yesterday, the low of yesterday, and I think I'll remove this reference because we also have a peacock level. Now I'll tell you why this particular low is weaker. So I have just splitted the profile of of the 28th of September's auction. So if you study this auction, this was sort of a pullback, and then the auction went higher. Again, a few ticks around this. So this is the level. A few ticks around this is where again buyers came in, and then they took the auction higher, and then it closed around the POC. Okay, so the yesterday's low is a weaker reference. This low is weaker, and I'm expecting it to clear. So what I'm expecting now is, so let me merge this, let me unsplit this. So the auction development path, which I'm looking at is so 22 points up. So there is one half back here, which has not been tagged, and there is one more half back here. Okay, so there are two half back references. So the auction will open around the value area high. This is where I'm expecting the auction to open, and see if it tags higher, and if we see some sort of exhaustion, then that will be a good opportunity to take a short trade with the target of the today's low. I mean yesterday's low. Okay, this is the first auction development path. Second auction development path which I'm seeing is auction opens, it tags the high, it continues higher, and this entire zone is a single print zone. So this is where I'm expecting some sort of reversal with some bounce back around the peacock level. Okay, so just some sideways development is what I'm expecting. This is the second auction development path which I'm seeing to happen today. Okay, so let's see which way the auction develops, and based on that we will be taking the overall trade. But my trade plan is I'll be looking especially around the lows and the peacock. So those two are the major reference zones which I'll be looking at to measure the confidence, and based on that is where I'll be taking the trades. Yeah, so that's the trade plan, intraday trade plan for today. One thing which I'd like to share is I have not taken any trades yesterday, so this week I think today I will take one trade, but let's see, because today I have some bandwidth, so wherein I can focus on the trades, or else I'm pretty occupied with some meetings, some ad hoc meetings happening every day. Yeah, so that's the advantage or disadvantage of working in IT. Okay, so the time is 9:13 and 9:14, sorry, and we're just 1 minute before the market opens. So let's see which way the option develops, and based on that we'll be taking the trades. Yeah. Do let me know if you have any comments. No, I'll just keep mum and let's see where the auction opens. Just bring my water. Okay, so the auction has opened around the peacock. So let me now delete all the references. Auction has opened around the peacock. Let me just split this. So this half back is clear. There is one more half back here, which is getting cleared. Now I'm expecting the low to get tagged. So the auction is closed below VWAP. Let me just hit refresh. So here if we see auction has just tagged the value area low of yesterday, and then so the low is weaker, so I'm expecting push to the lower side. So the VSA chart is back. Okay. Now from the order flow, if you see good volume flow coming in, so expect it to go lower. It is crossed below VWAP. Now VWAP is trying to tag, delta is negative. And also delta negative. Let's jump to the order flow chart. So it's at just tagged the VPOC. So this is a weaker reference now. So we need to see whether this acts as the level of support or not. Okay. And then I'm expecting it to go lower and tag the low, the poor lows, this low, sorry, this low, and so this is what I'm expecting. So 4,000 contracts traded, overall negative sentiment. Why is this not moving? Just a second. Let me hit refresh. So I think I need to invest in a good laptop again. This is just a year-old laptop. Uh, okay, so just tag the VWAP, and now buyers are stepping in. Still 36 seconds to go. So let the auction end, but I'm expecting continuation to the lower side. If that does not happen, then something has changed in the markets. Okay, so first 5-minute candle is closed. 5,000 contracts traded. Auction is closed above VWAP. There are trapped sellers in the first 5-minute auction. Also, there are multiple anomalies from the order flow chart. So let the auction go higher, and we'll monitor the preference. Monitor the confidence around the epoch level. So let's see what happens. Is there an HVN? There is an HVN here. Okay. Delta is now turning positive. Let me jump back to the order flow chart. I'm expecting sellers to step in and tag the low. That's the trade plan. But I'm not taking any trades now. Not confident at all. On the high, we have a good rejection around epoch. Also, today's open equal to high. And yesterday we had some sort of balancing. So the high is also weaker. There is some small excess, and if you see this again, this low is where this is a reference point and anomaly again. So I'm expecting this to also get cleared. The seller stepping in slowly. So I'm just going on mute, and let's just observe the auction path and the order flow. I'm expecting this candle to close below VWAP and continue to the downside, to the lower side. So there's a comment from Nitish. Yesterday low is weak, 23 single support exact there, so clear. 23. What is 23? Yeah. So okay, I did not look at this data point, but this low is actually weaker. So if I split this profile, so even if you check on 28th, so this is where buyers came in. This is where again buyers came in, and again at this level is where again buyer came in. So a strong buyer is present somewhere in this zone, exactly around this price point. So this is a price. This is people who are using, or traders who are using price to enter the market. Okay. So this low is weaker. I completely agree with you, Nitish. I did not look at this data point, but yeah, yesterday's low is weaker, and I'm expecting it to get tagged and then see some sort of rejection around this single print zone, because this is a big single print and it should act as the level of support. And we have got one more anomaly on the lower side, that is the gap. So today, if buyers don't step in, what I'm expecting is to try to fill the gap and then see some sort of reversal. Okay, so that is the option, or no, that is the trade plan for me. So the time is 9:27. Still 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go. So the volumes are drying out now. 5,000, 3,000. Delta is just flat. Delta is just flat. Expecting the low to get tagged now. Let's see whether that happens or not. I don't know, is it for me, or I'm seeing the momentum is now slowly phasing out. The tempo is slowly dying. We're just developing sideways. And I think today is Wednesday. The expiry is tomorrow. So yeah, not good volumes are coming in. So not a good sign. Low volumes means that retail players are currently playing the auction. So 1 minute to go. Let's see which way the auction goes, develops. So the trade plan is to take a short trade now. First target is today's low, and second target is the yesterday's low. I'm expecting sellers to step in now. So why are buyers, who's buying here and who's selling here? I'm just thinking that who's buying here. Just tag the VWAP. So why are momentum sellers stepping in? Why are there buyers stepping in here? See, it's good selling pressure. You're also good selling pressure. So this is an opportunity to do short, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so sellers are stepping in now. You see the wick getting formed. This is the wick I'm talking of. Still 2 more minutes left. $5,000, $3,000. Yeah. Just now developing around VWAP. Delta is flat. Despite of sellers trying hard, buyers are again taking the auction higher. Not a good sign. But I'm still active, so you can take a short trade, keeping your stop loss above this high or around this high. So the current 5-minute candle high or the previous 5-minute candle high. Delta is flat. So we need to see whether this peacock rejection is a good rejection. Let it tag the low. So just getting rejected at VWAP, just hovering around VWAP. Delta is flat. 328, 378, 376 cumulative delta. So there is stacked buying here, some stacked buying here. Just again tagging the VWAP, coming down, tagging the VWAP, coming down. Delta is just, it's just developing sideways. So the tempo is dying, not a good sign. I think some issue with the VSA chart. It's not loading the data. So good rejection forming around VWAP. Delta is, so selling pressure is getting absorbed. So this halfback reference is cleared. This halfback is cleared. This halfback is cleared. Again, it's just hovering around VWAP. Delta has turned positive. 1800 volumes, not good volumes. Again, it is hitting the VWAP. VSA chart not working. Just hovering around VWAP. See the volume flow. 600, 1800, 600. So not good selling, not good selling, not good buying. It's just hovering around VWAP. Volumes are increasing now, but not good. 1100. So expecting sellers to step in. Still 36 seconds to go. So 1100. Let's see whether we see momentum sellers stepping in now or not. Okay, so now buyers are stepping in. So today it looks like we will be having a sort of balancing move. Yeah, volumes are pretty low, Nitish. Whenever volumes are low, sideways development is what I'm expecting. So my trade plan is to short, but as soon as it tries to reach the low, again buyers are stepping in. So not a good sign. So for that, measure the VWAP. If we are seeing rejection, so now if you see rejection is clearly seen on VWAP. So I actually took a short trade when the option reached here, and I exited when this candle started to become green. So I made about less than 1% here. That's fine. That was a quick scalp trade which I took. and yeah, I think now it's again trying to tag the low. So I actually exited the trade early, but it looks like the low will be tagged now. So this would have been a good trade location. So this is the low, 206, 207, so 1 point away. The time is 9:47. I don't know why B period is not forming. I think I need to reinstall Ninja Trader and the indicators again, because the B period should form now. I don't know why the B period is not coming in. You see here 9:45 that it should come. Okay, so I need to check. So there are some technical difficulties. So I would like to end the session today. I think we had a long 40-minute session today, and let's again catch up tomorrow, and let's see if there are any options, or if there are any opportunities. Yeah. So ending the session, and let's catch up again tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.